I think we're about to hit 15,000 subscribers this episode. We'll see, guys. We'll see. But a lot of people are saying, oh, this or that about Trump. He hasn't been seen in 2 days. Biden went missing for a month a couple years back, and no one said a word about, where he went, yada, yada, yada. But I am here to break some, talk about some news stories and talking about some, heartfelt stories about Donald J. Trump, honestly, to be honest with you. Sentimental stuff about Donald J. Trump. Not only do I think he's the best president in history, listen, this might be glazing, but I honestly do think that Trump is one of the nicest presidents. And I know what people are going to scream at the top of their lungs: deportations, yada, 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 this or that. I mean, if I'm wrong about something in the future, then I'm wrong about it. I can always retract my statements in the future, but I'm just telling you my personal perspective right now and that sort of thing. But we're going to wait a minute for some people to join in. In the meantime, I'm going to look over some of the liberals' favorite news network, MSNBC. So we're going to be looking at some of the headlines because not much news in the last 2 days, I will say. Normally on Memorial weekends, they're trying to pump out as much news as possible. But we'll see what's going on here. Let's check the connection maybe. Make sure the connection is good. I don't know. Let's see some of the videos. A lot of people are celebrating after Trump's tariffs ruled illegal. Well, I got bad news. That can still be taken into the Supreme Court. So things can change in the Supreme Court. Don't celebrate a minor Donald Trump loss because, oh, this or that, or, things can change like that. Just like they celebrated when they said that the Illegal Aliens Act was, illegal. That got taken to the Supreme Court. And, that instantly left. That instantly got out of there. Depends on the situation. PedX Smart, depends on the situation. But we got a lot to talk about. People are crying, saying Trump is missing. No, Trump isn't missing. If you love this country and you love Donald J. Trump, hit that like button, double tap that screen, subscribe. I honestly think Trump is one of the nicest presidents in history, and I'll explain to you why. Multiple stories, multiple scenarios. A lot of stuff to talk about, quite frankly. But I'm glad that Trump is, deploying the National Guard in multiple. The steel tariffs landed me a raise. Hell yeah, brother. Great comment. Great comment. Why wouldn't you love the American flag as an American citizen? How is that pathetic, hugging the flag? That just shows your love for the country. What's pathetic is burning the American flag like the Democrats do. Now, that is pathetic if you ask me. I'm glad Trump passed an executive order to, put people in jail that burn the American flag. That is sad to me. That is absolutely sad. Double tap the screen, guys. Like, subscribe. And we're going to get into some main insane topics. But Trump helped so many homeless people, not only during his presidency, but even in his personal life, way before all of this. Trump helped the black community, the Hispanic community. Trump helped a lot of damn people throughout his life, and that is truly the facts. Not to mention, if Trump didn't care about the illegal immigrants, why is he giving them a free plane ticket home and also $1,000 to self-deport? That's a really nice thing that Mr. Trump did. $1,000 to self-deport and a free plane ticket home? Obama wasn't offering that. Obama was not offering that. That's for shit sure. We need to send all the illegals back, honestly. There's not too much crazy news going on. There's not too much new topics to talk about right now, but we can talk about some of the other circumstances. Like I was arguing with this Democrat earlier, and he said, oh, they deported this South Korean woman for no reason. All I did was a quick Google search, and it turns out she had her visa, and it said the expiration date on it, and it was expired 2 years ago. That's a reason why she got deported. It wasn't for no reason. Hey, what's up, Timothy? How are you doing? Send the illegals back. And I'm sure she's not going to get deported anyway. They're probably just going to make her purchase a plane ticket home and then send her nicely on her way. Greatest president in American history, 100% agree. Guys, we're only 20 subscribers away from 15K, boys and girls. Hit that like button and subscribe. Like. Hey, what's up? What's up, Johnny? How are you? I got 2 new Trump hats coming soon. Don't worry, guys. They're coming in the month of September. Don't worry. You'll love it. There'll be 3 different Trump hats to cycle through, so you guys can cry every single day looking at a different Trump hat. Wouldn't that be wonderful? To be honest with you, I have another Trump hat somewhere, but I think I might have either lost it or I don't know where it went, to be honest with you. But it was a black Trump hat, identical to this one. Identical, completely identical to this one. Hit that like and subscribe button. If anyone has any questions, any comments, anything they want to talk about, just drop some super chats, guys. We're almost to 15,000 subscribers. Much appreciated, guys. This is one of the biggest pro-American YouTube channels out there because all these channels are all ran by Democrats and people that hate America, unfortunately. Alien Enemies Act says we don't have to bring them to an immigration hearing, so it really depends on the situation. If they fit into the Alien Enemies Act, they can just be deported without any immigration hearing. It's not necessary for all that. It's not necessary for all that. God is king and Trump is dictator. A little bit of a joke for you guys there. Trump hat is a must. Never take off. Hell, I mean, I would take it off for, a $20 super chat to show you guys my beautiful hair. Republicans are crushing Democrats on YouTube. I don't know, man. Maybe. Hopefully so. But if you guys want to help Republicans crush Democrats on YouTube, then just hit that like button, subscribe. Yes, you can use the Alien Enemies Act because, it is federal law. Obviously, you can see I have hair, but if you want me to take my hat off, you can drop a $20 super chat. I'll take it off. Or hell, if you want to see me do 300 to 400 push-ups for a $20 super chat, I could do that too, but I know Democrats can't even do 10 push-ups, so that might shock them a little bit. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Like I said, we're almost at 15,000 subscribers. Let me know where you guys are coming from. I'm really curious on that too. What city, what state? Let me know where you guys are coming from. I really, I'm really interested in hearing it. But guys, how could you not love America? How could you not love Donald Trump? He's done so much for so many people, including all of us. Even if you hate Donald Trump, his policies are improving your life. So I can't even fathom how you could hate on that. He's lowering your taxes. It doesn't matter if you're in X, Y, Z. It doesn't matter about your tax bracket or what, but he's lowering all of our taxes. So I don't understand how you can be truly mad about that. That just makes no sense to me. I'm just mind blown. Way before Trump's presidency, he was helping people. He was helping homeless people. He let a homeless lady that he discovered living in his hotel, he let her stay there he said, you can stay here for 5 years or until you get back on your feet for free. He even came by weekly and dropped her off some money. Now you're telling me that ain't a good man? He does go out of his way to help people, but at the same time, we can't let all these people that don't want to work, that don't want to contribute to society, suck up government benefits like food stamps and Section 8. If they ain't working, why are they getting incentivized not to work? Just doesn't make any sense. All the incentives are going towards people to not work. Just makes no sense. It just makes no sense to me whatsoever. It doesn't make sense, guys. I really can't. My brain can't wrap around that. But guys, once again, hit that like button, subscribe. We're only 19 subscribers away from 15,000. That's not that many, guys. We can hit it on this live stream. But like I said, if anyone has any questions, comments, anything they want to talk about, just drop some super chats. For now, we're going to hit 15,000 subscribers on this live stream. 15,000, guys. I just want to review this clever leaderboard, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to name multiple things Trump has done. Amazing. Not only do I think Trump is, one of the best presidents in United States history, I also personally think he's one of the kindest presidents in United States history. He gave this homeless woman, he let her live in his hotel for up to 5 years. I don't know how long she ended up staying there, but he let her stay there for 5 years until she got back on her feet. He would even come by once a week and drop her off a little bit of money so she could get some food. One day, Trump was sitting outside of his hotel eating some lunch, or I think it was dinner actually. This lady ran by and she was crying her eyes out because she just lost her mom and dad. They both passed away. And Trump stopped her and he said, whatever you're going through right now, whatever you're going through, and then she explained, whatever you're going through right now, you're going to get through it. And then they had a full-on conversation. And she told him, she said, I just lost my mom and dad. And you know what he said to her? He said, whatever you're about to go do, don't go and do that. She was about to go jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. And he didn't know that. But she said, hey, Trump said to her, he said, whatever you're about to go do, don't go and do that. Your mom and dad would not want you to do that. They're looking down on you and they would not want you to go and do that. They're looking down on you in heaven, Trump told her. He said she would not want you to do that. And then Trump slipped her a $100 bill. And, he prayed for her right then and there as well. He prayed for that woman. She was about to go jump off the Brooklyn Bridge and end it all. And this man saved her life. That's just two of the stories of Trump being a good man. If Trump was such a bad man, he wouldn't be giving you guys an option to self-deport. If you deport yourself, Trump gives you $1,000 and a free plane ticket home. How is that cruel or inhumane? Trump is just trying to make the country great again. I don't understand the Democrats' thought process. Why are they attacking a good man? Why are they attacking a good man and defending human trafficking criminals like Abrego Garcia? Abrego Garcia is getting charged with human trafficking right now, and the Democrats are saying he's innocent. He's innocent. No, the court system's going to decide that. And when he gets found guilty and he gets deported to Uganda and Africa, and he gets convicted of trafficking humans, the Democrats are still going to say, oh, Abrago's innocent, 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 innocent. No! The court system decides he's guilty for trafficking humans and they show enough evidence. Yeah, he's guilty. What else is there to say? We've all been looking at the same evidence as you guys. But hit that like and subscribe button, guys. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything you want to talk about, hit that subscribe button. We're almost to 15,000. Now we only need about 14 more subscribers, guys. 14 more subscribers. The Democrats are still spreading lies. They say he's a rapist. He's never been charged with rape. He's never been charged with any, harassment or any charges like that in court. He's only been in civil court for money. Civil court is not the same thing as criminal court. Guys, I know what I'm talking about. I have attorneys on here all the time. I have attorneys, I have paralegals, I have people, all kinds of different lawyers coming on this show. By the way, if anyone out there is a lawyer or they're, think they'd be a good guest or they just want to debate, they can join my Discord. Now, Trump is one of the best presidents out there in history. Not only is he the most forgiving, he's the most giving, he's helped the most people, he's created the most jobs. Not only in his personal life has he created the most jobs, but also in his president's life. Really, guys, and you guys are wishing death on another man? Wishing death on another man will never get you far in life. If you wish death or hatred on a person in a political party because you disagree with them, or you're leaving hate comments because this guy's your president, hey, there ain't much left to do, but all I gotta say is the tariffs worked. By the way, the tariffs are going to be coming back in the Supreme Court once they side with Trump, because they're going to say, oh, look at all these other presidents that did tariffs. What's the difference? They didn't go through Congress either. These tariffs that this president didn't go through Congress. So Mr. Trump can use these tariffs. Now, the border is secure. There's been virtually zero border crossings for the last couple months. There's been a couple here and there that sneak through. Of course, there always is. But, with what we're seeing with our own eyes, there's been basically zero versus the ones that we saw through Biden. We saw sometimes 10,000, 20,000 illegal immigrants coming through a day. Mr. Trump has secured the border. Like, I don't know why you would want to keep the border open. There's no benefits of it. The Democrats will scream, they care about the children, that's why they want to check out the Epstein files. No, they never talk about anyone on those files other than Donald Trump. If they really cared about those children, they would secure the border so people can't cross illegally. Listen, I see a lot of comments coming in. I see a lot of people coming in. Double tap that screen, subscribe. If you guys have anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. Yes, so much winning. So much winning. Absolutely, absolutely so much winning. Now let's move on to the second thing, the egg prices. The Democrats have been crying about it like it's Trump's fault, like egg prices were at record highs under Biden. Egg prices were under record highs under President Joe Biden. Record highs. Like, I don't understand the logic of this. Egg prices were higher than they've ever been, and it's because of this bird flu that Biden said these chickens are spreading. I never heard of one human catching bird flu, and I didn't really hear that many cases of birds even catching bird flu. So, egg prices are a lot lower. There's no statistics on the internet that will tell you egg prices are higher than when Biden was president. That is factually incorrect. Egg prices are down in Florida. Eggs are very, very cheap. The Democrats that are screaming, "Oh, eggs are so expensive," get a job. Eggs are $2.60 in Florida. And if you go to a local farmer market, they're even cheaper. They're even cheaper. Double tap the screen, like, subscribe. Coffee prices haven't gone up either because those Brazilian tariffs didn't take effect yet. And also the court system just ruled that they're illegal. So that never took effect. So crying and lying about your coffee prices is bullshit. But if anyone has any actual good comments or topics they want to talk about, they can drop super chats instead of all that crying bullcrap in the comment section. But if I see any good comments or questions, I will answer them. But I will answer every single super chat. But let's move on. We talked about how egg prices are lower under Donald Trump. Gas is less expensive. Now, if you look up the statistics, if you want me to show the statistics on my computer, I can show you guys the statistics. Now, I know this is kind of a repeat topic, but if anyone wants to talk or debate about anything, I'm up for it tonight. Just join the Discord, link in the bio. Join the Discord. We just got we just level 2'd our Discord. So it's now a level 2 Discord, guys. It's a good Discord server. Almost 250 people in there. It's not all Trump supporters. It's not all Democrats. It's a bipartisan platform. This is a debate space. We can talk about whatever you want. It's not all Trumpers. Don't worry. It's actually mostly people that don't like Trump. But luckily for me, luckily for the rest of America, most of the voters support Donald J. Trump. They still support Donald J. Trump. If there is an election tomorrow, Trump versus Harris, even most of the Democrats would admit that Trump would win. But guys, we are so close to 15K. Only 4 more subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Honestly, I don't know too much about healthcare. I think the prices are like the same. Healthcare has never really been that affordable in this country, especially since Obamacare. It really jacked up the prices for, the middle class people. But that's a whole nother thing, guys. That's a whole nother thing. We hit 15,000 subscribers. Can we get a super chat? Congratulations from someone. Anyone wants to say thank you, drop me a super chat. We just hit 15,000 subscribers, guys. Congratulations to us. Congratulations. Yes, everyone comment down below. 15K. Woo! 15K. Guys, hit that like, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Inflation is under control. If we look at the inflation numbers, it doesn't matter if you use your favorite news network, CNN. I mean, they probably lie. MSNBC, they probably lie. But really, inflation is lower under Donald J. Trump. There's still, even Trump's administration admits it, there's still a bit of problem with inflation, but we're getting it lower and lower and lower. Stop doing retarded insults, everyone. Congratulations. Thank you, Burnell, and thank you, Chris. We just hit 15,000 subscribers, guys. 15,000. 15,010 now, guys. Thank you. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. That is so true. My healthcare was $40 before Obama. After Obama, $500. Yup. Tell me about it. My whole family has been complaining about it. But listen, guys, that's literally what brought me into politics. I used to like Obama, believe it or not, even though I was just, basically a child. I really liked Obama. I supported Obama. My whole family liked Obama. Even the people that were like Republicans and conservatives, this was during Obama's first term. And then Obama got elected, insurance went to shit, we got hit with a recession, all the prices were sky high. Do you guys remember that $5 a gallon gas? Yeah. My generation really struggled during the the 2008 recession. Families, everyone in my generations, the families really struggled during the 2008 recession, guys. Especially growing up there. Thank God there ain't never been anything like Obama's Great Recession since then. Even the COVID recession. I mean, it was a little bit tough, but we got through that crap, guys. We got through that crap. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. The tariffs worked. Even though the federal court system said they're illegal, guess what, baby? They're coming to the Supreme Court near you soon. And they're going to say, well, what about Biden? He didn't get these tariffs passed through Congress, and he still did them. What about this president? He enacted tariffs, and they didn't get passed through Congress. So what is the double standard about? Hit that like and subscribe button. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, once again, let me know. Drop some super chats. We can talk about the Second Amendment because I'm a big Second Amendment advocate. And also in the news, there's a big, I think it's a Supreme Court case. But guys, I'm not an attorney. Maybe Chris can confirm this if he's listening. But there is a Supreme Court case for the Second Amendment saying that a presence of a firearm is no longer a reason for a search and seizure of, like your private property. Excuse me. Like if you're riding around with a firearm, they can't search you because you have a firearm anymore because it's a lawful act. It's a lawful act, guys. Listen, I didn't realize that police were really doing this anyway because, like I said, I'm not a criminal defense attorney. But apparently this was like a way that police would search you, look through your stuff if you tell them you have your firearm on you, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, this is a big win for Second Amendment advocates. Basically, even this decision says that the cops cannot disarm you. I'm sure they will still disarm you, but it says that the cops cannot they cannot seize your firearm if you get pulled over. Like, they cannot take your firearm off of you and say, oh, because of safety reasons, I gotta take your firearm. You're a law-abiding citizen. Why would they take your firearm off you? Like, why does that happen? When the police pull you over, like, they're always up in your business asking you, oh, you got your firearm, Guys, I know this exact circumstance. This happened to me before. Like, I told a cop a million times that I don't consent to a search, and they said either get out of the car and let me search it or not. And then they said, do I have a firearm? I said, no. And then they found one, and they were really upset. They said, oh, you endangered our lives. And they started freaking the fuck out. But there was no criminal charges brought against me. They just said, okay, sir, you're free to go. And the reason they pulled me over is because of headlights. But I mean, they just said that I looked really nervous, and I said, I'm not consenting to a search. Like, I said it a million times, but they illegally searched me. Like, they literally digged through all my crap, pulled all my papers out everywhere, all my stuff everywhere. They kept asking me, you got a firearm, sir, you got a firearm. Like, my opinion, that's none of their business. I don't know if it's the criminal charge for, like, saying you don't have one when you have one. I really don't know, but I just knew it was none of their business. But when they found it, they were very upset about it. And I already knew if I said, yeah, they're going to take it instantly. They're going to say, oh, we're going to disarm you, sir. Or they're going to say, where's your firearm? Or they're going to get really freaked out. I don't want to get shot in the back of the head. Like, come on, guys. But if you guys have any comments, questions, I also like, the CCW. I think it should be, the CCW permit should be, what's the word for it? It should work in every single state. What's up, Snuffles? If you have a CCW, it should work in every single state. Thank you, Brian. Much appreciated. But I don't have a CCW because in Florida we have constitutional carry. So that means I can conceal carry without a permit. I can open carry without a permit. And I believe that's how it should be in every state. I mean, I know they're saying they want their CCWs recognized in all these other states. I'm really not for that. I think they should just, allow constitutional carry in every single state. That should be one of Trump's executive orders. Constitutional carry in every single state. Like, I don't care about the CCW crap. You know what I don't like about a CCW is that when you get pulled over, a cop can Google your name or they have their database. And if they see you have a CCW, it's going to make them feel really uncomfortable because then they're going to think you have a firearm on you. Like some of my family members, they had a CCW, and every single time they got pulled over in the state of Florida, the cop would say, "Oh, you got a firearm on you, don't you? I see you got your CCW," and the cop would get all Nancy and jittery with them about it. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I really don't understand why the cops act that way to legal, law-abiding citizens with CCWs. Like, that makes no sense to me. They treat them like they're criminals. Fuck, I can't say this word right now, but yeah, that's the word. That is the word. But I'm for that as well. If the Supreme Court says that's okay, I agree with that 100%. But at the same time, I think we should have constitutional carry in every single state. I think it's really stupid in states like Las Vegas and Texas. Why do they have open carry, but they don't have concealed carry? Like, open carry just to me seems like you're asking, like, to have your life erased. Because if a criminal comes up to you and you're open carrying, they can just take your firearm or sneak attack you from the back. Like, doesn't seem like the best move for you to do, really. And that's just my own personal opinion. Some police don't even know the laws they enforce. Yeah, they don't know it, but you got to fight that in court. You can't fight that with a police officer on the side of the road. Reciprocity, yeah. Sorry, Chris. Sometimes, when it gets late at night and I've been speaking all day, I have problems pronouncing certain words. Reciprocity, yeah. I know what the word means. It means your CCW would work in every single state, basically. But when it comes to actually pronouncing stuff, sometimes it just slips my mind. And that's another thing I have. I always say, "Oh, sorry." But that's just me showing my southern kindness to people. Doesn't really mean that I'm that sorry. I just wish I could have pronounced it better. It is the hard pronunciation. Fair enough. I feel like I should know the English language a little bit better for pronunciations. Bless your heart. Thank you, Snuffles. Bless you as well. Well, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. We're already at 15,026 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button. Thoughts on President Trump's executive order on flag burning? I mean, I hate to see people burning the flag. I don't understand how this is freedom of speech. I know people like Chris out there are going to get upset when I say this, but it really does piss me off when I see someone burning the flag. Like, if you burn a flag in Mexico, you could get 6 months to 5 years in prison. Snuffles, I think you subscribed. I mean, you can tell me that. I really don't know. You want me to look up California versus Dixie? I don't know the actual... I just watched a video that guy in the Discord sent. I don't really know the actual case specifically. Also, I believe there was another case out of California that said by the Supreme Court that felons are legally allowed to have firearms. California versus Dixie refers to the comparison of the state of California with the Dixie wildfire, a massive wildfire that burned in California in 2021. Are you sure this is the gun thing, Chris? This has something to do with wildfires. I have no clue what this is about. I thought this was related to the Second Amendment. But do we got any big Second Amendment advocates out there? Or do we have any gun control people? I would love to debate gun control. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. I have great. I'm not gonna bring my argument points here, but here's a great one. The UK has a higher homicide rate than the United States, and they banned guns a long time ago. So, saying that we have a high homicide rate is not a valid reason for gun control. Just saying, guys. Just saying. But if you guys have any questions, yes, it does. Yes, it does. If you'd like me to look up the homicide rate, I can look it up. It has a higher homicide rate than the United States. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, comments, anything you guys want to talk about, let me know. Second Amendment, hell yeah, guys. Let's not forget, the tariffs worked. I don't think burning the American flag is good, but the criminalization of it is wildly authoritarian. I'll debate anyone on it and win. That shit is crazy. Olden, would you consider Mexico an authoritarian country? Like I said before, you basically can't burn the flag outside already. And you've already conceded to a lot of, constitutional rights being picked away at. Flag burning illegal in what countries? Let's look that up, guys. Is it illegal in Canada? Let's see. No, it's not illegal in Canada. Let's see what countries it's illegal in. It's illegal in Mexico. Nah, we should be able to burn the Palestine flag if we want to. But we can't burn the American flag. Never, ever. It's legal in New Zealand. Get someone to debate me on the flag. Does anyone think... let's see, who thinks we shouldn't be able to burn the American flag? I don't think we should be able to burn it. Does anyone else agree? Stop a boat. You want to debate it? Join my Discord because, let's debate this flag burning topic. If anyone thinks you should not be able to burn it, join the Discord, or hell, if you want to debate about anything. Chris, I don't hate freedom. But you know what's taking away our freedom? These Second Amendment bullshit rights. When I can't even go to Las Vegas and conceal my firearm because the state laws are different, that is bullshit. Federal law should oversee any bullshit state law gun rights, whatever. Listen, I don't really care if it goes either way, but I don't agree when people burn the flag. It's bullshit. If he froze money for these schools, maybe these colleges, everyone complains, says Trump is freezing the universities' money. These universities are charging you $60,000 a year. They can't pay their own fucking wages with that money. They're scamming you and they're scamming the U.S. government. Burning the flag is disrespectful. Agreed. Oh my God, you're trolling, Chris. Let's look it up, guys. Let's look it up. Grade school. Less funding. News. Let's read some stuff, guys. Let's read some stuff. I mean, like I said a million times before, our education, obviously the problem isn't the money, guys. We pay the most for our education than any other country in the world. These schools don't need more money. We already give them more money than any other country in the world. The problem isn't the money. The problem is the fucked up teachers. I don't see anything about the government lowering for grade schools. Debate Chris in Discord, guys. Debate Chris in Discord. Join my Discord, link in my bio. Also, if anyone wants to get a cameo, I don't think I've gotten my cameos yet. Is what illegal? If you guys have any comments, questions, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. Well, too bad, Chris. Donald Trump ain't gonna let you burn your flag anymore. Your weekly flag burning ceremonies, Chris, are gonna come to an end. Yeah, there's nothing about the funding for these schools to not be released. The only thing it says is they're uncertain about these $6.2 billion in funds that remains unreleased. They're probably trying to figure out what they're going to do with this money specifically. They're probably trying to figure out specifically what they're going to do with it. Hey, Chef Saplaho. Chris loves that. That's the kind of flag burning Chris does every Friday. Chris burns one of those flags. Yes. If you want me to show you my forehead, I will. Drop a $6 super chat. If not, the answer is no. I do live streams without my hat, but I just think it's funny to rage bait you guys a little bit because you're so angry. You say, oh, your forehead, your hat. No, you just want me to take the hat off because you don't like that Donnie's your daddy. Jesus Christ, some of the comments, you guys are wackos. Join the Discord, though. Join the Discord. Oh, God, Chris. Chris, Eric just messaged me, Chris. Eric just messaged me on the Discord. Nope, Trump is alive and well. He was golfing this morning. Nope, you can burn the Palestine flag. You just can't burn America's flag. Yep, I told you I messaged Eric to do another debate. What did he say? He said, yes, I didn't look at Discord today. He said, I was trying to get off my ass and stop being a bum. We can debate. That's what Eric said. He said, sorry, I'm 57 years old. I don't have a job or a wife, and I'm about to get evicted, and my car won't turn on. I got to figure out what to do. You want to debate Eric, Chris? He was praising you the other day. He said, Chris is the smartest one in the Discord. I think he's scared to debate you, Chris, but that would make a really good debate panel. What's up, Timothy? I'm like the boogeyman to these people. I didn't see any of your questions, and if they were so important, you could have dropped some super chats, guys. And 99 cents won't kill you, and if you call yourself an American and you're not a communist, then you should drop some super chats. I'm drinking Coca-Cola. And I've always been Dana Pink. If you guys didn't notice, I've always been Dana Pink. What do you want me to talk about? You're bitching, you're bitching, you're bitching. I think Eric is stupid, Chris. Any man that's 57 years old, no wife, no money, car doesn't turn on, that sounds pretty stupid to me. Like, that doesn't sound stupid, that sounds retarded. Not to mention he claims he's a financial advisor. Brokest financial advisor in U.S. history. I mean, I don't have anything to say about why it should be a criminal offense. I just think it's stupid. I really don't care if it is a criminal offense. I was just trolling you guys a little bit. If it's a criminal offense, that's fine with me. If it's not a criminal offense, also fine with me. I don't care. Why did I vote for Trump? Because he did all this shit. And he ended 6 wars as well. He promised to end wars and he's doing it. There's a million constitutional infringements that you don't bitch about. So please spare me the fake tears. Oh, you're upset. The liberals are mad. Liberal tears brings a smile to my face. He voted Trump to piss you all off. Yep, pretty much it. Pretty accurate. Never proves anything. I don't need proof. This is all common sense. It's been done. But guys, can we get another celebration of 15,000 subscribers? 15,000 subscribers, guys. 15,000. 20,000 next month? Question mark? I'm going to give fellow libs rage bait classes, man. I don't think their brains are capable of rage bait. They're really, really not capable of it. Really, really not capable of it. Sorry to say. But hit that like button, subscribe. W's for Burnell. He's the best mod and donates. Yeah, W's for Burnell. Burnell, if you're watching this, W's for Burnell. Burnell, are you in here? Show yourself, Mr. Burnell. Man, Burnell is a political genius. I want to see Chris versus Burnell in a debate. Sorry, Chris, but Burnell might smoke you. Luckily, Trump isn't a white supremacist. If he's a white supremacist, how has he given black and brown people more jobs than you guys will ever give him? What would I make you guys debate on? Probably how Trump's improving the economy. Because I know Chris is kind of weak on that topic. He doesn't like to talk about it because Trump is truly improving the economy. And Chris does not want to admit it. Every single time I talk about how Trump's improving the economy, Chris just kind of like, yeah, man, I really don't know. I don't know, like how anything really related to the economy. I mean, tariffs are gone, my guy, but tariffs definitely work. Like, tariffs work. If tariffs don't work, then why did they bring $7.8 trillion of investment back into the United States? Why are companies building factories? Why are companies creating new jobs to produce products inside the United States? Yep, Trump shit does help you. You did concede. Thank you. At least you can admit Trump's economy is helping you. Well, Trump doesn't need to cite anything. He just needs to gain the votes. And he did. Trump has ended 6 wars. Well, the taxes lowered for everyone, Chris. Taxes have lowered for every single person. The only thing he needs to lower is Social Security and Medicaid tax. So, like, fuck that shit. You know what Trump needs to do, guys? You want my honest opinion? I think Trump should give you an option. He should make an executive order. If you want to pay Social Security and Medicaid tax, you can. If you don't want to, then you don't get access to the program. Because if I had the option, I would just say, okay, I'm not going to pay those taxes. Don't give me option to the program. Pakistan said that Trump was telling the truth. And it wasn't India. It wasn't even the prime minister of India. It was some fucking shit for brains small leader in India. It wasn't Modi. Modi would never say that about President Trump. You can't even quote which Indian leader said that because you don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't even anyone high up in India. They were just talking shit about Trump. It was like some mayor level fucking guy. I trust Pakistan because the prime minister of Pakistan literally said Trump ended this war. We recommend him for a Nobel Peace Prize. Meanwhile, some shit for brains small town mayor in India said, oh, Trump didn't do nothing. I don't give a fuck. Like the prime minister of Pakistan versus some shit for brains small time politician in India. Now, if Modi, the prime minister of India, said it, okay, it's more credible. It's more credible. But other than that, it's not really too credible. I'm sorry, guys. You don't even know which politician said it. I love the Prime Minister of India, Trump supporters. I love the Prime Minister of Pakistan and India. Because they both love Donald J. Trump and they both say he ended the war. Why are the Democrats so angry that Trump ended the war? Even if I tell you the 6 wars, you're just going to cry at the top of your lungs and say, no, he didn't end nothing. No, they signed a peace agreement, buddy, but okay. Graham, you need to understand that it's literally a geopolitical obvious move to compliment Trump and say he's the best leader ever. It's how Trump gets... I don't think so. I completely disagree with like mostly everything you just said. First off, India, one of the dipshit leaders in India was talking shit about Trump. And second off, Pakistan doesn't get anything from Trump. Don't we have tariffs on Pakistan? I don't know what good things Israel has said about Trump. But Trump ain't doing nothing to help Ukraine and Israel. Some guy in the Discord is going crazy saying he's watching me. Hello, Echo Expo, you're a weirdo. But I don't live in Colorado, by the way. I've said multiple times I'm from Florida, but okay. And that was 20 minutes ago when you left that. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. If you got any topics, questions, anything you want to talk about, let me know. You're never going to disenfranchise me, and I'm already cynical. But the fact is, there's heroes like this man out there, and there's Diddycrats like Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom out there. By next year, Chris says I'm going to be a Diddycrat YouTuber. Straight Diddycrat. Straight Diddycrat. Straight Democrat. It's like I tried to say the actual word Democrat like 5 times, but the only thing that came out was Diddycrat. Brother, I don't care about your bullshit NAFO. NAFO can suck my balls. Listen, I don't care about Israel, Chris. Once again, there's a good president and there's a bad president. Every president has given money to Israel for the last 60 years. Can you cry about that? Like, I feel like every day Chris just turns on his television and he's like, shit, man, another day of Israel. Like, what the fuck? One day you're gonna get called out for your bullshit, and like the people that control the people that run the court system, Chris, they're gonna say, Mr. Christopher, we've heard about your anti-Israel comments. We are gonna be disbarring you today. And then you're gonna have to become a YouTube live streamer, and you're gonna have to be a Diddy-crat YouTube live streamer. But don't worry, once you become a Diddy-crat live streamer, I'll drop you super chats, brother. I'll never forget the super chats you dropped me. I'll be fair. When the court system disbars you for hating on the Jews, I'll still be here for you. Don't worry. I'll still be here for you. Yeah, right. No one in the chats believes you. Get out of here. Can we say W Jews in the comments? We love the Jewish community. W Jewish community, guys. It's super cool that they dig underground holes in New York. Super cool. W Jews. W. Jesus. Chris is visiting Israel next year. Isn't that right, Christopher? Thailand and Cambodia. Thank you, Mr. Trump. I might want to visit Thailand next year. Maybe Japan for my birthday. Maybe. We'll see, guys. Armenian, Azerbaijan, W. We can't forget that Chris is Jewish. How do I feel about my main mod being an anti-Semite? I think I should remove his moderation powers. I wouldn't call Chris my main mod, though. I do appreciate him a lot, but if I had to give like a main mod award for people being on here, even when they're working moderating, I would have to say Lunchbox. Lunchbox, that man works like 50, 60, probably 70 hours a week, and he's always tuning in, moderating. But I do appreciate Chris. He's in the top 5 best mods for sure. But I gotta give number 1 mod to either Brunel or Lunchbox, or a combination of them. Top 3 mods. Number 1, maybe Brunel or Lunchbox. Number 2, probably Ozzy. Number 3, probably, what's that fella's name on here? Christopher, what's that one guy that you're arguing with on here? I forget his name, his YouTube name. I forget his YouTube name. Cream One. Number 3, Cream One. Number 4, I mean, Cream One could be number 2, but Ozzy, I'm going to put Ozzy number 2. Ozzy's really good. Cream One, number 3. It's not based on how much I like you. It's based on how much good of a moderation job you do. Number 4. Let's see, number 4. Probably that one guy's name. I forget the name of him, though. His name is like, let me scroll up here, see if I can find him way up in the comments section. Nah, I can't even think of his name off the top of my head, but there's a number 4, and then I would put Chris as number 5. Chris is number 5 on that moderation list. I should be ranked last. I mean, I only have like 6 mods. You're like number 5 on here. I have other mods too, but they just rarely show up. Like they're in and out, and they just show up whenever. I just named 6 mods that are here at least every other day or every other couple days. How do I jump on to debate? Cheesy Cheese, is this Michael? Or who is this? Because I'm about to go to bed probably in the next 5 minutes. But if you want to debate me, you can join the Discord, link in the bio. Not Michael. No. Okay, well, Cheesy Cheese. If you want to debate with me, you can join in the Discord. Discord. Link in my bio. The vast majority of Jewish people are normal. That is correct, good sir W. I don't agree with that second comment. Christ is king, and Trump is dictator. Am I right, guys? I'm going to laugh when Ukraine has to give up 20% of their land next year. I don't know what you mean. I mean this year, not next year. This year when they have to give up 20% of their land, and you're saying that they're winning. Actually, I'm not going to laugh because at the end of the day, I do feel bad for the Ukrainian people, but it is what it is. To say that they're winning is a giant overstatement. I mean, no one's in the voice chat. Are you even in the Discord? Just go to the main or the debate channel and say, hey. No one's taking my guns away. Or if they aren't going to give up their land, then they're going to lose their country. I give them a year's time. They better just, come to a peace agreement with Russia. Otherwise, they're going to lose all their land. But it's really up to them. I can't make the decision for them. I used to have videos at the shooting range on this channel, but then YouTube was like, no, you can't do that. Even though I was following the YouTube guidelines. I think YouTube guidelines regarding firearms have changed. Like, I would like to post some shooting videos and training videos, but YouTube is super sensitive about that. But I would consider it in the future, possibly. But I'm going to probably keep live streaming maybe for 3 minutes. But if you guys have any final questions, comments, anything you guys want to say, once again, 15,000 subscribers, guys. I can't lie, we met all our goals this month. Just big prayers for us coming in September. I hope we can do even better than August in every statistic regard. I mean, we did over 6 million views, over 4,400 subscribers, and the rest of the stuff is just personal information. But yeah, we broke records in every single thing. I'll talk to you in Discord after I end this. But hit that like and subscribe button. Prayers for the channel, prayers for me, guys. I will be hopping off the stream here in about, 60 seconds. Any final questions, any comments? Maybe 2 more minutes. Do you do debates? Yes, I do debates all the time. Literally every single day I'm having a guest on here. So please, if you want to debate with me, join the Discord. Cheez-Its, if you could wait until tomorrow, that'd be much appreciated. Anyone that wants to debate, I can promise you, we can do anytime you want tomorrow. We can debate anytime you want. Just message me on Discord, we can set it up. Hit that like and subscribe button. Liam, if you want to talk about flag burning, please join the Discord. All right, guys. I'm going to give you 60 seconds now. Any final words, any final things you guys want to say? Thank you guys again. I really appreciate the haters. I appreciate the supporters. I will say, August was a fantastic month. I couldn't have wished for a better month on YouTube, and talking with all of you guys and the supporters and the haters and the debates and the live stream shows we had lots of great guests. We had lots of new supporters, and I really appreciate everyone. Anyone that's watching this, even if you're a hater, even if you're a supporter, Brandon, I appreciate you. everyone out there that watches me, I just appreciate you guys a lot, really. All right, that's all I got to say, and we're going to be signing off in 10 seconds. Thank you, IFV. Much appreciated. I really appreciate you as well, brother. Didn't even know you were in here. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you for the congratulations, by the way.